1, 2, 3, 4. Call from Ardeshir's friend one day saying, "We'd love to say hello, and stop by your place. I'm a musician. My friend plays guitar very well." He was referring to Ardeshir. I said, "Sure, by all means, come on over." And
so you're saying you did not put an ad on the internet?
No, I didn't.
I don't understand.
There was no internet at that point. It was
1979.
The only thing was, there was the Musicians Connection. I think a little, sheet.
You're saying people spoke to one another? I don't get this. They made phone calls?
What
are you talking about?
There
was only one phone per house.
Well, yeah, right. Party lines. Remember those?
Yeah.
Party lines. Yes. Yeah. If you weren't there, you weren't there.
No.
They couldn't talk to you.
No.
Right?
No.
So it was more or less a coincidence that he showed up and he had a very compatible.
That's right. He had an interesting,
formation.
a similar approach in the sense that we were both fans of John McLaughlin's at the time. John had been, blazing a trail of some fascinating music, which was, very compelling to me and to Ardeshir. And then, harking back to the flamenco guys. I never mastered the picado like that,
right.
But I knew the picado was very fast, and I thought, well, that remained also as an echo in my mind for the acoustic guitar.
Because there weren't a whole lot of other players to listen to that were doing that kind of stuff at the time.
Paco de Lucia came out, very young at that time too. He made his first records when he was 14 and 15. He had an amazingly fast picado at that time, brilliantly played. It was a finger thing that I wasn't going to get, because I'd kind of given that up for a bad job sometime before.
Right.
I'd been playing pick at that time. So that's when McLaughlin came out and was doing it with a pick. I thought, well, this is the new standard.
Right.
But, I also heard John McLaughlin in early 70s in London and did exactly the same thing to me. Just told me, okay, this is the new standard guitar, and rock completely went out of my head. And I thought, well, now, how do I deal with this?
And you have one guy who's a fingerstyle expert, and then you got McLaughlin, who might just be a savant and impossible to emulate.
Right.
And he's it. How do you even, what even makes you think it's possible, like in that climate?
Well, I mean, in that at that time there was also Paco de Lucia, who was playing fingerstyle, and then they got together, and Al Di Meola came and they got together. So now there's three.
So there's a third guy, right?
Now there's three. Okay. And we actually recorded our first album, Mosaico, before Friday Night in San Francisco came out.
Okay.
And we were doing that stuff in a Latin way, in a more exotic way, and Middle Eastern in some cases. There was in other words, our blending of elements, ethnic elements, were different.
Yes.
But the fast stuff was in there.